Okay, a very good evening to all of you, my friends, viewers, well wishers, those who were waiting for a program to come on. Here we are right now. Dr. Richard, good evening to you.
Good evening to you and good evening to
Welcome
everyone.
again.
Yeah,
It seems like there was just a few hours ago that we had a program,
yeah, time going
and,
quickly.
and now today is another week already. It's gone.
Yep, another week.
Yeah, these days are just don't know, man. They just like when they go up there in the atmosphere in the hemisphere. Maybe there's a clock there that they tune it and they turn it faster because the days seem to be just flying by so quick, you know?
Yeah,
Wow.
no
Anyway, welcome
question.
to our program once again. And those of you who are tuning in for the first time, you can subscribe to the program, like and notify your friends, all your family members, and those who you think could benefit from what we talk about. You can inform them of our program and subscribe, and then this is something that they can learn from, something they will learn every week.
Yeah, we can learn
So
something.
they can learn something.
Always can learn something.
There's some people who believe that they learned everything already. We come across some of those sometimes.
Oh, well, they're
How
unique.
was your day?
Mine, it was interesting.
Interesting day.
Not a lot of a few tough cases.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Well, Dr. Richard is going to get tougher.
yeah,
It's going to get tougher because we we're getting into times where diseases mutate, they take on um, other parts. You know, they it seems like they go to college too.
Schizophrenic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes what works one time doesn't work the next time. You know,
yeah, yeah.
because they would have mutated and become something else. You know, but
Yeah.
this is where our science and our technology and our ability becomes crucial because it doesn't matter what they mutate to, we will still find them. You
Hmm.
know, we will still find out who they are, what they are, and even sometimes where they come from. You know, where they're located. So my advice to persons is that you need to pay attention to what is happening to your body and make adjustments as you go on along the way because um, it's too much pain and agony and suffering.
Hmm.
You know, every time you talk with someone, they know someone who died or who is suffering with an ailment,
Hmm.
cancer. Why cancer is on the rise, Dr. Richard? Cancer seems like it's just taken over. You know,
Yep. All I think every day this week, I have somebody or two, one or two persons.
don't
It's
know
it.
what's going on. Well, we have an idea what is happening, but there is so much that is happening now with foods.
Hmm.
You know, and all sorts of things that would have happened in the past that are now uh, coming to fruition.
Hmm.
You know, things that were predicted that were said to be conspiracy and all that. It's proving itself now.
Yep. It's 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 there. Can't deny it. Even people who were denying it before are faced to are placed in a position where they have to accept but admit something is not right. You know, and it's interesting that you said something earlier. Either we have to change our ways or whatever. I think that's what you said earlier, something like that. But then it triggered in my mind. You know, it's interesting. Our bodies are so unique that we people are living in with conditions that their bodies are changed, already changed to make them. They're so adaptive to what it is that they're experiencing when they're living with cancer. Their bodies are changing and things are happening, but yet their body is trying to make things normal, normalize, make it function in a way in which you know less stress in them, less pain, less, but yet the condition is still there. You know,
Yeah,
and it's an amazing thing. I mean, I it's unique, very unique, because in some individuals, you see certain things and you're like, oh my goodness, and in other individuals, the threshold is not the same, and they're experiencing like,
chaos.
yeah, you know.
Yeah,
So it just validates the saying in the scripture that we are wonderfully and fearfully made, and like a man said to me today, I mean, I had some bad news for him, and
well,
he said, oh, it's okay, it's all in the mind, you know,
it's all
it's
in the
like,
mind.
all in the mind. It's how you take it, how you take it. I know something that, telling other people, some individuals, this it would shatter them, but me, nah.
Yeah,
So the body works that way, and some people, they already got whatever it is, it's already defeated because they already in their minds already figured, I got this is it, I'm gonna take care of it.
hmm
you know while all individuals, and we all individuals, you know uh, the same scenario would mash them up. You know.
Well, I think sometimes it comes as a result of preparation. Some persons are more prepared than others, and some persons are more, um, they accept things differently than others.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the person who said it's all in the mind. Uh, Once we make our decision in our minds, pretty much everything else is routine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we talked about fasting and and what you can achieve in fasting. And it's funny, I'm still on the fast. I'm still I can't. It's like your body doesn't want to come out of it because there's some, maybe there's something, I don't know, but you know you keep wondering, what is it, what, why is it, why are you not able, why are you not feeling the urge to come out of this fast, you know and bearing in mind that this was not a plan. I didn't plan that. It is something that was, it's like an instruction. You get it, you receive an instruction and you accept it. Like the person said, it's all in the mind, right? You receive the instruction, you accept what the instruction is, and you program your mind to adapt, to make the adjustments, because the end result could be better or it could be worse
Mm-hmm.
if you don't make up your mind, if you don't put it in your brain and understand it and accept it and go along with it. You know, I mean, let me tell you, there's so many good things that came out of this fast. I can't begin to tell you. You know some of them because we talked about some of the things.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many good things, and there's so many good things that are still happening. It's like new chapters are opening every day. Something else that you thought was complete, you look at it, it's not complete. It still has, spaces there that need to be filled in. You know, things that you couldn't resolve, all of a sudden you're getting answers to resolve them. It's amazing that when you free yourself pretty much of the weight that you carry for so long, the body just goes into a realm where everything else that created that baggage that you had, you begin to find reasons to, or you find answers as to how to get rid of them, how to free yourself from them and all that, you know. And as you communicate with people in different aspects of whatever it is, you seem to find um, solutions coming so easy. When you expect that this will be a tough one, it just comes out like it happened today. It actually happened today, and today was something big because I during the fast earlier, and remember I haven't eaten any food since Good Friday, right? I don't remember when was Good Friday.
It's
That's a long time.
April.
Since April, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is June. It's about 2 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd gotten into a transaction um, in May, and I had to really, deposit some money,
Mm-hmm.
a large sum of money, and the transaction, uh, it couldn't go on, and we had to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm saying, well, gee, all that money I deposited, what's going to happen to it? You know, and without even thinking, the answer came. Tell them the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back and I told them exactly what happened. I believe in doing that. And when I thought that I would get resistance, I was told, okay, we're just going to refund it. You know, I thought I was gonna get. We're just gonna refund it, and then after that, I'm saying, well, when is it gonna happen? And I kept texting them to let them know that I haven't seen the refund as yet. Then 2 days ago, um, I got the text from the office, you know,
Mm.
and today, this morning, I woke up, I checked my phone, it was done.
Well,
You
it's good,
see,
good people to deal with.
so it's it's like the answers come
Mhm.
when we follow the advice and the instructions. Solution arrives.
Mhm.
You see, so I think what the point I want to make is get into to the body weight because we talk about losing weight in the fast, right? Um, Many persons are trying to start their weight loss process that they made uh, since New Year's Eve.
Mhm.
Many persons said that they committed to themselves that I'm going to lose this weight this year, 2026. I got to lose all this weight, and um, some of the people, most of the people, haven't started yet.
Mhm.
Some are gaining, you know,
Gaining courage.
they're gaining more weight. Instead of losing the weight, they're gaining more weight. And if you need an answer, if you need a solution to begin your weight loss um, process, fasting is the answer.
Yeah.
You know, it's a clear answer because
Mhm.
you don't. It doesn't cost you to fast. Number one. Number two, if you're serious about losing the weight, you've got to make a decision. And most persons are only talking; they haven't made the decision yet.
Well,
You
you know,
see?
they probably did at one point in time, and a lot of times when people make, especially in the beginning of the year, they make all these promises in their heads. They already figure, well, I can only do this maybe after I get rid of the stuff in the refrigerator.
Yeah, right.
I bought all this stuff. I don't want to waste money. You gotta use them out. You know. So I got
Yeah.
all this greens, which is healthy. I like, and then I can't let it spoil. So I
I'm
gotta
gonna
get
eat
some
it out
rice.
first.
Gotta get some rice. I go get some rice. So some people in their head, the only way that can be done is if they have like if they've depleted the food resources or
Cover the
yeah, yeah,
refrigerator has to be empty.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because you want to be economical. You want to be frugal. People are starving in Africa and all them places. You don't want to waste food. This is your head. Your head. You're thinking. So let me. I can start the process fasting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can do that. But let me finish the food first, and then I don't have to worry about the guilt of having it spoiled. So they waited for a while to cook whatever it is they're cooking. Then they make a big say, oh, let me use everything to make a big pot of rice, and big pot of stew, and so when this is done, I'm gonna start.
The food's never done.
Never done.
It's never going to done.
It was supposed to be done since January to end of January. So
Yeah, the pepper pot is in the freezer. You're gonna take it out,
yeah,
warm it
yeah,
up, and
yeah, yeah,
you know get some bread and use it.
yeah.
Next thing you know, you put on 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah, it's a shame to let those things get
Spoil.
baked like that.
Yeah,
You,
I hear what you're saying.
you got all this cake, you frozen black cake from
All that you want to use up. You want to
yeah,
empty the fridge and the freezer before you start to lose the weight.
right. You don't want no temptations.
I know. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But that tells me that whoever goes through that didn't really make a decision.
No, They made a decision, but it came with, you know,
It came with baggage.
yeah, 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 you know,
Yeah. But on another note, I mean, you have a point there. You don't want the food to spoil, and but listen, my experience is you've got to give something up.
mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen unless you give something up, and and sometimes you need to give up what you think is treasure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because what you think is treasure might be what is detrimental to you.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so if persons are having a difficult time making a decision because of what they think is treasure, then um, they may pay a price because I mean we see it every day, we hear it every day, and many persons who are not here any longer had everything in the world, had
Mm-hmm.
everything,
And they
and,
left everything in the world.
and they left everything in the world.
Yeah,
They
so
had to give it up in the end, but they didn't even realize that they give it up.
they had no choice.
Had no choice.
Mm.
So why wait until you don't realize that you had to give it up before you make a conscious decision to give it up? Let it go.
Yeah.
You're gonna get more. You don't you don't have anything in the world that you can take with you pretty much,
Mm.
except your diseases and your body that is riddled with parasites and worms and you know
Yeah.
you're not going to take all the jewel you have. You're not going to take all the food in the refrigerator. You know, it's better you give it up and let the body recover. I've seen people in the 354 pounds.
Wow.
This week we had in the 300s.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm looking, and I'm saying, boy, are you going to fit in the chair? You know, imagine you have to wiggle yourself in the chair to make you fit,
Or the chair breaks.
or the chair. I was wondering if it break.
Yeah.
You're
No.
saying you're saying to me, I don't know how I gain all this weight. I don't know how I gain all this weight. I mean, so how long did you have the weight?
Mm.
Like 3 years, and you don't know how you gain it. I didn't realize I was gaining it.
Yeah.
So I don't think persons understand the stress that you put the organs through when you put on the weight that you don't need, the weight that is in excess. Your your height is 5 feet 6 inches or 5 feet 4 inches, and you're weighing 325 pounds,
Wow.
or 5 feet 2, 325 pounds.
Wow.
And you're walking and you're eating and you're doing everything, and you're saying to me that it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I've been this way. The family is big bone and we all have weight,
Mm-mm.
but yet still you're crying out for aches and pains and discomforts. And so it should register to you that your bones are crying out, that your
Mm.
organs are, your heart is crying out. You're walking and you have to stop every 5 minutes to take a breath, because your heart is palpitating and you're short of breath, and you're saying it's okay. I got accustomed to that.
Mm. And then, like I said earlier, the body can accommodate to a lot of things, and that's what happens a lot.
It compensates. It
The
just
company, right, it adjusts to everything, and you know, you just, you just continuously um,
You
feed
adapt to it. You
feed the
just,
problem. Yeah, by just adopting and so forth. It happens. It happens. It happens.
it's sad
You know.
because you know what can happen in the end,
Hmm.
and you see it every day. You know, hip replacements, knee replacements.
Yeah.
Like one person I said this week, you know, it's not like a vehicle where you could pull up in a shop and change a strut and replace the shocks and change the bushings. You know,
Uh,
we don't have that option. Then she says, well, we have organ donors now. You know, you know, we have organ donors now. I mean, yes, yeah, I agree. I agree. But that is not how it's designed.
no
It's not designed for you.
replacement parts.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Well,
you know, there are countries that are replacing body parts. They buy the body parts.
yeah.
You
Hmm.
know, those situations are, yeah, they happen, but those are for, I would say, emergencies and things like that. You know,
Yeah, but what good is it for you to get? Who is going to give you the body part? Is it a obese person or a healthy person?
you
You
know,
get you get a heart from an obese person or an organ from an obese person is full of fat, right? People are looking for healthy things. I mean, when you go to shop, just simple common sense. You don't want to get a fruit that is uh,
tarnish.
tarnished. You want to get something.
You're looking for a food that is fresh and that
Yeah,
doesn't have any speckles on it, and
yeah,
you know,
everything healthy. It's the same thing too. You know, you want to buy the best quality you can get. Well, so a person who is diseased don't want to get another person's diseased organ. They want to get something that's healthy.
hmm hmm
You
I
know.
agree. Yeah, 100%, 100%. So if you're trying to lose weight, especially if you have diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease, pretty much, you know, you have cholesterol plaque all over your system.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I realized that there are many persons who are having high cholesterol,
Mhm.
they're having vision problems, they're having circulation issues,
Mhm.
lots of circulation issues, and they don't realize that it's the fats and the calcification and the plaque buildup that's narrowing the arteries and vessels. And you're not able to get oxygen and blood flowing like it used to anymore.
Right. And it's happening everywhere.
Everywhere. Your memory is going, you know, your eyes are going,
No.
I mean, there's signals, or you don't have any feeling in your fingers and your toes, and you're wondering, well, maybe, you know, maybe sometimes it's low blood count or things like that, but when you have high cholesterol and you're obese and you're trying to make excuses for what is wrong. You know,
Mhm.
find out, get to the bottom, look at yourself and see if there is something that is happening that you can change. You know, something that's going on that you could make a difference. Because you go to the doctor, um, they're going to prescribe medicines.
Mhm.
Some doctors
Symptom,
may advise
symptom.
you that you need to lose some weight. You know, you need to get off some of those pounds. But the average doctor is just going to write a prescription and send you off.
Yeah.
You know, and I was telling someone today that the drugs don't heal you.
No.
They comfort you. They make you believe that you're being, you know, you're healing, but the body has to heal itself, and you have to put that body in a position where it can begin to do its work. And if you're walking around with 325 pounds on a body frame that's 5 feet 2 inches tall, and your medium sized frame, you should be weighing about 130 pounds, 135 pounds, most 140.
Mhm.
What you doing with 325 pounds? You're more than twice as much as the weight you need.
Hmm. More than.
Imagine what is happening to those organs. The same heart that's designed to function in a body system that is 140 pounds has to function in a body system that's 325 pounds. Look at the strain you're putting on that heart, the kidney, the liver, the gallbladder, everything, you know? So it is important that you make a decision. Make a decision that I must lose the weight. And program your brain, program your mind that it doesn't matter what's in the refrigerator. If I fall out today and I die, it's going to be in the refrigerator. Somebody else is going to clean it out and throw it away.
You
And then
know,
be your refrigerator.
in a person that is obese, the solution to the problem is already in them.
It's there.
The solution is already there because the best diet, and they're looking for different diets. The best diet um, to lose the excess pounds is to tap into your fat reserves. Tap into the fat reserves. So the solution is there already. You just got to tap into it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and what you're doing is actually that's what you're doing. You know, you're just we have a choice between what fuel do we use for our body, either sugar, carbohydrate, or fat.
Hmm.
Carbohydrate is sugar. It's like I'm making an analogy. It's like diesel, for example. Diesel is not a very clean fuel. You know,
Smoke all over.
all over the place. But fat is a clean fuel. It's like running your body on electricity.
Hmm.
There is no
No
impurity.
emission
Yeah, no emission at all.
unless you create a spark.
Yeah. So the reserves, a person who's obese already has the solution to the problem. You just got to tap into it. The fat reserves that they have in the system, and that's all of us. Most of us who are overweight, most of us, is just do what you're doing. You know, uh, flip the knob. Instead of glycogenesis, go to ketogenesis.
Hmm.
Ketogenesis, you're burning up the fat reserves. And you can do it like you're doing it, or you could do it intermittently, but you gotta be careful with intermittently. We talked about last week, you know. But the solution is there. You know, it's just to have to know and need to be guided how to do it. You can't be eating carbohydrate and trying to burn fat. No. You,
You're going to tilt it to the other side.
yeah, yeah. You eat all the carbohydrate you're eating and sugars and everything else. Your body has to put that somewhere, and it's going to change it over to fat. So you're building up the other side.
Hmm.
You know, and the thing is, we're using our bodies if we really really are serious about it. We use way too much carbohydrate because that's the whole fight between everything. It's carbohydrate and fat.
Hmm.
We love sweet stuff, sweet mangoes, sweet fruits, sweet this. All that sugar. It's fructose, but it's still sugar. When you have excess sugar in your body, it gotta go somewhere.
Hmm.
Where's it gonna go? Your body can burn up only so much. The reserve's gonna go where? It's gonna go into fat, and it's gonna go into organs, and go wherever it can go. In your eye, block the artery in your eye, so you can't see too clearly. You know, and block all the arteries everywhere. The body is very very efficient, very efficient
Body's intelligent.
and intelligent. Exactly.
Hmm.
You know, so the solution to the problem lies in you.
Yeah, it's within us, and if we also listen keen enough,
Hmm.
we'll be instructed.
Hmm.
But we have to tune in, like you said, we have to tune into our bodies and listen for the signals, and we have to know the signals.
Hmm.
Some people. Some people believe that um, if they go to the gym, they will lose all the weight they need. You know, you will lose some weight at the gym, but if you don't change what made you gain it,
Yeah,
you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to lose it.
there are people who 10 years ago got gym memberships for that very same reason to lose weight, and
Mhm.
they're gaining weight.
10 years
They're
later,
building the muscle. I guess they're gaining a lot of weight, because you relax in our minds. We think about, hey, I can eat this now because I work out.
yeah,
You know, I
exactly.
burn it up. I burn
I'll
it up.
burn it up.
Yeah,
I'll burn it up. Oh, it's just a little bit. I'll burn it up. I'm going to gym tomorrow. I'll burn it.
yeah, I burn it up. So yeah, you burn it up, all right.
But before you go to the gym tomorrow, you're gonna sleep tonight.
Yeah, and all that stuff goes somewhere. So we just have to figure out what we want to do and take the bold step. And I mean, like the man said today, it's everything, and I believe that. I really truly believe that everything in our lives, everything is just it's our mind. It's in our mind.
It's all in our minds.
Yeah,
Hmm.
mind. If you believe you can't, you really can't.
Yeah, yeah. And many persons defeat themselves
Hmm.
really at the level of the mind. I
Hmm.
can't do that. I just, you speak it. If you speak it, you're hearing it.
Hmm.
That's you hard of hearing.
Hmm.
You know. But if you tell yourself that you can't do that, then you're hearing it yourself.
Hmm.
You can't do it. You've already programmed yourself to not be able to do it.
Hmm.
See, so whoever said that today is perfectly in order. It's all in the mind.
Yeah, it is, and he said it with the you know the way he came across is that it's something that he uses every day. It's a manifest thing. You know, you think about something, and you speak it from your tongue, and it
It's gone out. It's done. Yeah.
you know, and that's his mentality. You say things, or you think things. So we have the power. The power is in the tongue. you know, in the mind to do things. The other thing is too. I was reading the RDA information on sugar. It some good nutritionists indicated and have done research that show that the amount of sugar that we are using far exceeds the our body's ability to process it. So what happens, and this is what they say, we have about 1 and a third gallon amount of blood in us, all of us, healthy.